We went on a visit to Darwin's birthplace, Shrewsbury in Shropshire, and the local authorities are really pushing that or getting the most out of the fact that it is Darwin's birthplace. It's not the place where he spent most of his adult life doing all his research, but he definitely was born there and grew up and went to school there, and the local authorities and the local businesses are wringing all they can out of the association with Darwin. And so you can go to this nice place on the river there, and they have references to Darwin there, HMS Beagle taking Darwin around the globe. On the side there, they have this iconic image. We have a better version of this image, don't we? On you can buy one of our T-shirts with an appropriate comment about that image. But the most striking thing we came across was coffee evolution. Now, we didn't try the evolution coffee because we were afraid it might have evolved into something that may not have been all that palatable. I like my coffee to stay as coffee. I don't want my coffee to evolve. But it is interesting how much they are really pushing the association with Darwin and the theory of evolution, particularly to the next generation. Now, notice where they have this picture of the tree of life. So when you go there with your children in tow, while you order your evolution coffee and hope it doesn't evolve in the next million years, your children can contemplate this tree of life, which is just there at their level. And there's that little game they can play. Can you spot your favorite animal? So they're really trying to draw in the next generation. Then you can go and visit this sign here, right? The Shrewsbury Comics Trail. But notice again, it's all based on the association with Darwin and with evolution. And this big poster here, which is the start of a tourist trail around the town, which you start with your smartphone QR code, is next to this building here. And this building is the school that Darwin would have gone to when he was a young lad. But notice what they say about the building now. Today, the building has evolved. Isn't it amazing what things evolve these days? And that is a common thing you will find all over the place. The word evolution or evolved is used a lot in advertising these days. It's all part of the push to get that word into people's minds, that any kind of change is evolution. We see change all the time, therefore evolution must be true. But we did go and visit Darwin's statue, and we're not worshipping at the feet of Darwin there, because in fact he was a rather sad man, and by the time he got to this age, he certainly didn't look like that while he was at school. This is Darwin in his old age, and he looks a bit like the original grumpy old man, actually. But he was a rather sad man by this age, because he admitted himself to someone who'd written to him, "I am sorry to have to inform you that I do not believe in the Bible as divine revelation, and therefore not in Jesus Christ as the Son of God." So there was a man who started out his life actually studying theology in his early adult life, and now he's saying that he no longer believes in Jesus Christ as the Son of God. And without that belief, of course, he has turned his back on salvation. Now, this was about 2 years before he died, and there's no evidence that he ever repented of that view in the last couple of years of his life, which is really tragic. And if you'd like to know a little bit more about Darwin's descent from being a bright young theological graduate to someone who had really turned his back on God and was advising people on how to best to undermine Christianity, we have a PDF article available from our fact file. If you just go to Creation Fact File, or go to the link that you can get through our main site, creationresearch.net. There's a free article there. describing Darwin's descent and what a tragedy that was.